Yeah, the mic is working. The mic is working. Okay, family. Good day, good day. It's your boy, Betty, it's your man, Markel Prines, MrRVADelivered.com, and I'm back at it again with another exciting video. This right here is something that I've recently found. It's an AI software and a new tool that I will be using. And I want to give you guys a overview or what you would call a review of this product and service. Now, I'm gonna do it a little bit different from what I used to do it or what I usually do. I actually took just a little bit of notes so that we can keep this a little bit more organized and we can keep it a little timely. I don't want to hold you guys here for too long, but I want you to get all the information that you need to know about this awesome AI tool called Character AI. Now, just to give you some information, I want to point your attention up to the top or the upper right section of your screen, if you can see that here. I gave myself a little outline, like I said, to keep myself organized. So, as I stated, this right here is going to be somewhat of an introduction to Character AI. Now, first and foremost, we have to answer the question, what is Character AI? Now, what Character AI does is it brings characters to life. You can chat with millions of user-created characters, enjoy unlimited free messaging, and no ads. And you can chat with super intelligent characters that hear you, understand you, and remember you. Now that right there is a lot. That right there is something that I believe a lot of us has all wanted at some point in our life. We've all wanted somebody that would hear us, understand us, and remember us. Now with AI technology, I believe we're getting that much closer to actually having these type of things come to fruition. Now, I'm going to go back and forth and I'm going to look at some information as to what are some common questions that people may be asking about this particular software and some things that you may need to know about it. One thing in particular that I found was a term online. It's fairly new, but it's going to be more widespread as AI technology develops. And you've probably seen this term yourself pop up. And we're going to ask this question and we're going to answer it right now. And that is, what does NSFW mean? I've seen that term before and I had to look it up, and this is what it actually told me. NSFW stands for not safe for work or not suitable for work. It's a warning used online to indicate that something contains content that might be inappropriate for a professional setting. This can include nudity, sexual content, violence, gore, profanity. If you see the NSFW label, it's best to avoid opening the content until you're in a private space. So keep that in mind. Now, I wanted you guys to know the meaning of that because it comes in handy and it's very important when you're dealing with software such as this, such as Character AI and a few other AI tools that's in this category. Now, it's important because one, a lot of us, we like to use our social media or we like to use different tools in our private homes. And we also like to use certain things when we're at work, either on our break or in the midst of while we're on work hours. Now, as you can see here, with what that labeling states, what NSFW actually stands for, if you see an application that has that label on it, you should keep that in mind that you should not be opening these particular apps while you're at work or at school because the content may not be suitable. Now, if you get in trouble at work or at school or wherever because of your possession or you actually using this, just know that you're fair warned. Now, in other cases, if you're using this for your own personal enjoyment and you're at home in your own privacy, then that symbol right there, that NSFW label, might be of benefit, because if you're an adult, you might want something that gives you a little bit more free range and allow you to, communicate more freely, and something that's not, you know, PG-13. You might want something that's a little bit more rated adult content. And me, myself, I prefer that type of content because it produces a lot better quality information and it gives a better time, definitely for adults. Now, just to go through this, I have a couple of things written down here. And like I said, I kept the list short because it's not too much information out there about this particular software because it is fairly new and not a lot of people know about it. And that's a great thing for us as beginner affiliate marketers because it gives us the opportunity to try out and test different tools that other people haven't had a chance to really jump on. And we might find additional benefits with this particular tool here. And it'll possibly lead us to making money from home. And I would say it'll definitely lead you to making money from home if you use it wisely. So let's look at the first term here, character AI chat. Now, of course, this is a chat-based system, and that's what you're going to do here. Now, a lot of times people, they go to social media to be able to chat with friends and family or to make new friends, and that's fine and fun. Now, in this new era of AI, you have the ability to actually chat with AI. So not actual people, but I guess you could say in a sense, robots. Things that they can give responses, they can kind of make judgments on you, but since they're not real people, I guess you can really say you don't care what they really say to you because it's not an actual person. And it gives you the sense of freedom, whereas you feel a little bit more comfortable saying whatever you want to it also. Things that you probably wouldn't say to a real life person due to whatever reason. Risk of retaliation or risk of having them respond in a way and holding a grudge. But when you're dealing with a system like this, with AI, that really takes all of that out of the mix. Now, one thing I'm going to do also, I'm going to flip back and forth between these two sections here and another page that I have. I did a Google search on character AI just to see what information I already had out there. And I did give you guys some information already, but I want to make sure that you're fully educated about this tool so that you know how to best use it. Now, first thing on the list, it says, it gives a list of other websites on Google that you can basically compare to character AI, or that also provides character chat. So I'm gonna read off a couple of these things on the list, and in future videos, hopefully we'll get a chance to go through them and you'll get to learn along with me. So Candy AI is first on the list. It's a virtual girlfriend, immersive personalized conversation companions. Second, Dream Gen Story Generator, story writing AI story generator. Then we have only waif.us.ai, and that probably is pronounced another way. Maybe it's the letters wafus, or it could be something else. But as you can see, this is a short list that it gives here, but I'm pretty sure that there's probably 100 other AI software and tools that's just like it. Now let's scroll down a little bit. So this is possibly some of the things that people are asking online about character AI. How to talk. So it says here, as soon as you select the character, it will greet you. You can chat with the character as you would a real person, as well as share images from your computer, phone, or tablet. If you want to chat with multiple characters at once, you can create a room. Okay, so that gives us some information on the first level of it. being able to chat with the characters. And as we see here, I'm just going to expand the screen out to full screen so that you can get a full view and see the overall picture of this website. As you can see, it's a pretty nice layout, nice background, is not too much cluttered going on here. As I stated in previous videos, particularly the one about Crushon AI, I believe that's how you pronounce that one. That one has a similar layout, and you'll find that most AI softwares have these similar template-sized layouts just so that it's not too much of a learning curve, as I explained before. So since we got some information from Google as to what to do, we're just going to jump right in. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that I've gotten started with this already. I created a chat bot, Beetlejuicy J, as you guys already are familiar with. You should be familiar if you've seen my first video on this software. And I also created another character. I haven't really messed around with this character, but basically I created a male character and a female character. And of course, they'll be used for various purposes. Now, as a beginner affiliate marketer, there may be some products and services that you promote that you might want more of a male-based character or type of, vibe towards. And there might be some products and services that you want more of a feminine or female character or insight involved in the production of whatever you're going to use to produce your content. Now, I say that because this software right here, as you're going to see in a second, it allows you to not only interact and communicate with these different chat bots, and these are user-generated chats or AI characters in most instances, so you'll get something different as far as personality from each one. Now, let's just do a little glancing over here. And like I said, I haven't really looked into all of these different sections, but as you can see, there's different sections. You have try these section where you can talk to someone about practice, interviewing, writing a story, brainstorm ideas. So let's go into Brainstormer and let's see. So Brainstormer, as soon as it comes up, it says, okay, what do we need to come up with interesting ideas about today? So as it's stated on Google, it says once when you press the button, the chat is going to start, and that's exactly what happened. So let's answer it and let's see what it spits out. But before we do that, I want to guide your attention up here, and I want to make sure that my sound is on in a way, and I might have to put on my headphones because I won't be able to hear it myself without it. Put on my headphones so I can hear along with you guys. And of course, these different chat bots, they use different voices because you're able to create or change the voices. I'm going to press this right here because as you can see, there's a line through it, which means that there's no sound. I want to enable the sound so that you can hear, and you can see voice enabled pops up at the top so that you know here on Character AI that you have voice enabled, and you'll be able to hear the responses. And let me just say, I want to click on ways to make money online using Character AI. So one of the best ways to use AI tools nowadays is to actually ask it how to best use it.
Character AI can be used to automate tasks like responding to customer inquiries or following up on emails. You can create your own chatbot with Character AI to help customers find the answers they need. You could even develop a virtual assistant that helps people with things like scheduling meetings and reminders.
Okay, that's very interesting. Now, I didn't expect that particular response, but I did know that there's things that it wouldn't even think about that I'm possibly thinking about using it for. but also there's things that it's going to produce that I'm not even thinking about. So I would spend some time myself deep diving into asking character AI, like, how can we actually do this? Now, this is very helpful because if you're a beginner affiliate marketer and you have no idea what you're doing, there's so many options out there. Now, you might be coming to character AI just for the purposes of chatting with you know, a different character or a male or female character just for the purposes of having fun and interacting. But as you can see, this program is similar to ChatGPT. And if you look at the overall layout and you're familiar with ChatGPT, you can tell that it's a similar layout also. So you can use this in conjunction with ChatGPT, and you can also get similar results from this. So it's not just for fun, it can also give you helpful information. And it just gave me some helpful information. So it says here that you could even develop a virtual assistant that helps people with things like scheduling meetings and reminders. Okay, so I want to know, give me more details. Scheduling meetings. So we're just going to ask it, how can you actually do that? Because if you're fairly new to the program,
If
you
you
don't
create
have
a
any
virtual
idea.
assistant with character AI, it can help schedule meetings by collecting all of your calendar links from your email and organizing them in one place so you don't have to jump from platform to platform. It can also set up reminders for upcoming meetings and send notifications when something is scheduled or needs to be done.
Okay. That's interesting. That says a lot. It says basically that it can be my virtual assistant, and it makes me want to deep dive more into this particular program because if I'm wondering now, like, okay, this is a chat. Like, how do I integrate it, or how would it notify me of anything? Unless I have the page up all the time, or what would I do? It says it can also set up reminders for upcoming meetings and send notifications when something is scheduled or needs to be done. So it sounds like it can be its own automated system that does the processes for you. Now, of course, the version that I'm using right here is absolutely free, and you guys can go to Character AI and start using this yourself for absolutely free to see everything that it can do. But as usual, there's always an upgrade, or in most cases with the AI software, there's an upgraded version where you get extra access to more things. So we're just going to click on that button just to see what the upgrades give you. And I think I mentioned this in the first video. Now, so Character AI Plus, supercharge your experience. So it allows you to skip the waiting rooms, faster response times, early access to new features, C.AI Plus community access, profile badge, and all of that for $9.99 a month. And as I stated in the previous video, a lot of other programs, they may have one or two or three options for you to upgrade to, and it looks like this one keeps it pretty simple at just $9.99 a month, so you'll be able to get its premium service, and that may be worth it. But what I want to show you guys right now is something that I actually did with it before, and it allowed me to create a great piece of content. And you guys who were privileged enough to see that got a chance to see what I created because I put it on the end of my previous video. And I do so much content creating sometimes forget where I actually share my information, if it's in one group or another. But I know I shared this in my private Facebook group for those who are interested in learning how to earn an income from home with affiliate marketing. I showed in there how I actually used the voice of Beetlejuicy J, the character that I created, to actually, you know, create a story. Now, the voice for this particular bot here, it it's a narrative voice, and it can be really dramatic and can be used for cinematic type of things. Now, I want you to listen again to Brainstormer, and I want you to think to yourself, what quite possibly can you use Brainstormer for? So what I'm looking here is, still being a novice, I'm always clicking on places just to see what the options are. So as you can see, you press the three dots there. You have a copy option, you have a delete message, and you have an edit message option. So of course, copy comes in handy in case you ask it to produce something very helpful. Maybe ask it to produce or create a step-by-step guide on how to use character AI. It might produce that if it's really up to par like that with ChatGPT, as far as, spitting out detailed information. So let's see, right? A detailed. Okay, so I'm asking it to write a detailed instruction guide on how to use itself, basically.
Here
So,
is a detailed instruction guide on how to use Character AI. 1. Sign up for Character AI and create your character. 2. Choose a personality, appearance, and other details about your character. 3. Give your character a set of rules about their behavior, personality, and goals. 4. Ask your character questions in natural language. 5. Your character will analyze the question and respond based on their knowledge and personality. 6. You can interact with your character continuously, asking them for information or tasks they can complete.
awesome. So, I love the way technology is going now, because let's say, just thinking about the content creation, how it was not even a year ago. If I wanted to traditionally make a video, a review video, a tutorial video on any other type of product or service, I would literally have to go through every aspect of it, go over how to do this, that, and the third in order to know how to do it. But this is the first time in history where the thing that you're actually studying and that you're looking to learn about, it can actually tell you about itself without you having to do any type of searching around. Now, I want you guys to think about this. If you saw the video that I created, I used this software, this tool, this amazing software in a way that it really wasn't intended on, but it allowed me to create an outside arena that no one else has possibly been thinking of. And I want you guys to use that to your advantage. I want you to create something outside of the box so that you can have fun with AI going forward and make money from home. Now, if you're interested in learning how to use tools like this and other AI tools and other things to make money from home, I want you to comment below this video or click the link in my bio so that you can get started today. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and I hope you've enjoyed this short, walkthrough style tutorial on how to get started with Character AI. And I look forward to doing more videos showing you more deep dives of Beetlejuicy J and also our other character Kelly, and seeing what we can use them for. See you guys in the next video.
Sam's heels clicked on the pavement, the flames of frustration and desperation licking at his heels. Trapped in a soul-sucking job for far too long, he felt like a bird in a gilded cage. consumed by the fire of stress and pressure. But today Sam had had enough. He was breaking free from the 9-to-5 grind that was slowly killing his spirit. With a sense of liberation, he walked towards his car, the sun shining brightly on his face. He had decided to pursue his passion in affiliate marketing. Driving home, the fire that had burned around him began to fade away, replaced by a sense of purpose and determination. He knew that starting his own business wouldn't be easy, but he was ready for the challenge. When he arrived home, Sam took a deep breath and felt a sense of peace wash over him. He knew that there were still many hurdles ahead, but he was ready to face them all with determination. He walked into his home office, putting on his trusty hustle hat, eager to begin his new journey.